Oh shit. Another video that was kinda asked for. Yay! Hello everybody, my name is Sean McLaughlin. Welcome back to The Completionist, and today we're going to do a different type of video. Right now we're going to do a review. That means we're going to have more edits like this one and this one. And if you haven't seen my previous reviews, I'm going to leave something here. Here. Yeah, there. I'm going to leave something there so you can check my previous reviews. And yes, today we're going to talk about something really old, but also something really like that gives me a lot of memories. Today we're going to talk about these fuckers. This magazine is called Club Nintendo. It was actually the closest thing we had to Nintendo Power in Latin America, and that's something coming from someone that has never seen a Nintendo Power. So this could be completely wrong, but apparently by that video I saw last time, it's close. It might be close. And as your usual gaming magazine, it has a ton of stuff like tips and tricks, fan questions, upcoming games, old games, guides. There's a lot of stuff here. And these magazines are really old. I have been collecting them for a really long time now. This magazine, let me see the year of it. It has to be around here. Yeah, it's from the year 2002. Picture that. That's almost 19 years ago. Holy shit, because this is August, so not yet, it's not 19 years old, it's 18. So yeah, these magazines are really old. They have a ton of history with me. If it wasn't for these magazines, I wouldn't be playing as much as I do now. So I want to share you guys a lot of history with this. I'm going to showcase some magazines that I found really entertaining because they usually have a ton of important stuff that I will use later for other games. And yeah, so thank you for watching, thank you for joining me today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with our journey through those old magazines. Alright guys, I hope you're ready for this because this is really heavy and I'm just going to let loose here, so let's go. There they are. Those are all the magazines I have. Right now the magazines are not in order, so I will be right back with you guys when I figure things out. Hello, this took a while, but here are all the magazines, like, organized by year. So we have 2001, picture that this magazine is almost 20 years old. We got 2001, 2002, 2004, yes, 2004. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. There's a weird void. I don't remember why, but maybe it was because they stopped, like, bringing them over to Venezuela. But in 2003, I didn't get any magazine. And there's, like, no other magazine here. And I know I would have it because I'm really obsessed with, like, organizing this kind of stuff. So, 2004, 2005, we have here. 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and, well, 2010. This was, yeah, 2010. This was one of the last magazines I would ever get. And like 3 years later, this will be the next magazine I will get. And you know why that happened? I don't know. Again, they stopped bringing this to Venezuela. So this was the last magazine they actually got. There's like no other magazine left of them. And this one was the last one I have ever gotten. And ever since then, I have never found another one. So it's actually really sad because these were actually really fun to collect. And why is that? Well, if we go to this side and we go here, you can see really close. You can see that? You can see here? You can see this little shape here? If you collected almost all the magazines, you could collect like, well, this side, just a little neat image, a little neat Easter egg. And actually I was never close to actually finishing any of them. Here's one of Mario Kart Double Dash. Here's one of when the DS launched. Here's one of the Wii. One of Mario Galaxy, Super Smash Brothers, Wario Shake It, and of fucking course, I don't know what the fuck this is because it's actually too damn small. So the closest one I was actually to get was this one, 2007. That I almost got every magazine for that year. I was actually really lucky, but sadly, I was missing. I ended up cutting short. But it was really nice to collect them all. It was a really nice incentive. And actually, all the information that was inside the magazines was really useful too. So it was really, really nice. And this was, believe me, the only way I could know about games. Because I was really tiny at the time, so I didn't know how to use the internet yet. Aside the fact that almost all children now how to use it. So it was really nice. So now I'm going to organize them so you can see like the best ones, I think. I will be right back. And there we go. These to me are the best magazines of all the years. And let's begin, let's go. And let's begin with 2001. We got this. So here we are, back in the vault of memories. Why is this magazine so important to me? This was actually the first magazine I have ever got. Literally, this is my first magazine of Club Nintendo. It's actually fucking great. It was a great introduction to get there, because it had tips for Banjo-Tooie, and that was something I was actually really interested in. They even shared some of the fan art that was actually delivered to them, and it was actually really good. Look at that. Fucking, please, camera, can you, camera, help, the camera doesn't want to show Goku. There we go. This was my favorite section of the magazine because later, like early on, this was the only way I knew how to get some of the stuff in the game. This was Banjo-Tooie. I actually played this game a lot. Banjo-Kazooie is actually one of my favorite series in ever. So seeing this and knowing how to pull up some stuff, look at that. It's fucking incredible. It's amazing. And this was actually a really good hookup because in the end I actually ended up buying more of them. And now moving on to 2002. So why is this magazine really good? Why do I think it's a really good magazine? Let me tell you a little story about it. When we open the magazine, we have here the pages where you can find the game, obviously, your summary. So, as you can see here, we have Mario. We have fucking Mario Sunshine. And I saw this little 22 around it. I was really excited about that 22 and actually told my mom that, hey mom, look at that! The game only cost 22 bolivars that at that time was nothing. And she was like, oh, that fucking idiot child. He doesn't know a thing. But it was actually really good magazine. Not only because it had Mario at 22 bolivars that at that time was like what? $6, something like that. It also was the first time I have ever seen the game. So look at this shit. It tells you how to play it, the controllers, there's a little bit of a guide here. And this was the first time I have ever seen the game. And it was actually when I was a child, when I didn't afford games, I would actually just start imagining how it would feel to play it. It was something that actually got me prepared. So this is actually a whole ball of memories. I remember being, oh my god, how do you enter here and how do you do that shit? I wonder how it feels to play the game. It's actually fucking nuts. So yeah, this is basically it. This is one of the main reasons that this magazine is one favorite to me. Because the next magazine after this one, it's just a continuation of the other guys. So this is the beginning. It was for a book for me. The rest of the magazine I actually didn't read it. So it's actually kind of lame because there's a ton of cool stuff here. And just because 2003 never existed, now we're moving on to 2004. This was the 150 magazine, as you can see here, number 150. And you wonder why this magazine is the best of them all? No, it's because you don't have, it's not because there's Harry Pooper here. No. It's because you have fucking Shrek. You have motherfucking Shrek too in the fucking magazine, man. How is that even possible? And you have some tips and tricks on Metal Gear Solid, but that's not the biggest deal. Now for the actual reason why this was the actual magazine I chose. It wasn't because of Shrek, I'm sorry, I know I lied to you. It was because they will showcase 150 of the best titles. Here I managed to know a ton shit of games that I have never seen. Street Fighter, I never knew about it until this time. Zelda, Ocarina of Time, I didn't know a shit about it until this time. Fucking Conquer Bad Fur Day, I didn't know shit about that game until right now, here. And there were a ton shit of games that I started seeing, and there's a lot of offering here that I was oh my god, I'm discovering so many games that are so cool, look so cool, I want to play them all. And this was actually a good hookup because in the end I actually ended up playing tons of the games you see here in this list. Alright, moving on, now on to 2005. As you can see, oh, so that's why a lot of people are furries these days. I understand a little. Actually, it was in part because of that. Star Fox Assault was, for me, it was a really cool game. I wanted to play it a lot, and I actually managed to get my hands on it. And this was a really good guide to know a lot of stuff that will happen later on in the missions. For me, this was a really huge guide for me to end up the game. So I'm really thankful for Club Nintendo for doing this one. Let's jump to 2006. Why did I choose this magazine? It's because if you go a little bit like inside of it, here, the magazine will show us like Nets games coming up like that year. So here we got Metroid Prime, obviously, really good game. Look at that, it looks really nice. Odama for the Nintendo GameCube, Super Princess Peach that looks nothing like the final product, and the Kirby game that actually never got out. This was really sad. I actually wanted to play this game. If you go a little bit further on the magazine, there was these cheat codes. Oh well, actually this guy too, like how to unlock some characters on Super Smash 64, unlocking characters on Dragon Ball Budokai 2, and here, this is the important part. Hold on, I swear it doesn't get... Right, I got lost, I couldn't find the section, but here it is. It was cheats, well in this case, were more like tips on, well, multiple games. This one is actually really interesting to me because it holds the Mario Kart DS guide. Like, it told me like some of the secret characters, how to unlock some stuff, how to get the cops, and there were so many stuff. And there was like this bullshit part here. This fucking bullshit. This doesn't have anything to do at all. Like literally at all. To Mario Kart DS. I don't know why this is here. I never heard something about a Super Bowser trophy, or a Super Flower trophy, or a Super Motion trophy. Let me tell you, I tried this shit. Club Nintendo, where's my money? Jumping on 2007, as you see here, there's this little bit that says Evolution, Donkey Kong. If we go a little bit further on the pages, hopefully this time I will be able to actually get it on the first try. Here we go, you see, fucking nailed that shit. Alright, as you see here, it talks about the whole evolution of Donkey Kong. Here I learned a lot about it. I actually didn't know that there was a Donkey Kong 2, and Donkey Kong 3. That was something that would never come to my head because I only knew about this Donkey Kong, and after that I knew about Donkey Kong Country. Actually never knew there was Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. So I was really like, oh my god, there's so many things I didn't know. Donkey Kong 64 I actually knew because that was one of my favorite games. And it just moves on to like the DS era where March of the Minis was the last game they got. I'd like to point out is this. Look at this, it's really nice. It's like the mail where some fans send it to ask some questions and all that stuff. It's actually really cool. It is nice to see that all the people cared about what they did, about what the fans see, you know? And here's like the little section of answering questions, so it's just a nice little detail. Actually here I managed to notice that most of the Pokemon events will never reach Venezuela, and I was really sad about it. Now jumping to 2008, where it was the 200 like edition of the magazine. Fucking great. This magazine feels so special, literally. Look at this. Looks so nice. It talks about how the whole Club Nintendo dream started. Look at this. It talks about all the story. Maybe I should do like a transcript of this and just like lay it down onto you guys, because it's actually a really nice story, and it's like it was worth it. I will say actually really late now, but congrats guys. I don't know what are you doing right now, but hopefully it's the best because you helped me build up so many dreams and all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you so much for giving me these magazines, literally for making them. Now jumping into 2009, you don't know how excited I was to get fucking Pokemon Platinum, man. This game fucking built up so many memories. It was really good. I actually like begged to my mom to get it because in that time it was really hard to get games like anywhere. So seeing all this shit, seeing all the things coming up, I was actually getting really excited. And my first Pokemon game was Diamond and Pearl, and seeing like a tiny expansion of it, I was actually so psyched for it. I was super excited about it. Something I like to talk about these magazines, they usually both brought out like some wallpapers. I actually would like put them on my walls, but sadly all of them were left behind when I moved. So it's actually really sad. Here we are in 2010, the last magazine I will get from Club Nintendo for a really long time. Literally, this was the last site I had. They were talking about Zelda Spirit Tracks, and that was like the main focus of the fucking magazine. So many memories of it, so many things that I don't know. Look, they were talking here about Pokemon Hair Gold and Soul Silver, and after that I didn't know a ton of stuff. It was really sad to see like this magazine just going away for that long time. Believe me, I went to like my fucking I don't know, store next door, and I would ask like every day if the fucking magazine was back, and it never happened. It was really sad, but it has really nice memories because of the simple reason that this was basically the last magazine I will ever get, or that's what I thought. In 2013, I went here in Costa Rica, and I was able to find this magazine. And I was literally like, wow, they keep making this? I was super excited about it. Are you kidding me? I went and I was like, I need to get it. And it was actually talking about Super Smash Brothers at that time. So this was like, holy shit, look at that. It had changed so much. There were so many new things. The sad thing it was that it felt so different. It felt really, really different. It was nothing like something I remembered about it. They keep posting like the fan-made stuff. It was really cool to see. But for some reason this felt so different. Maybe it was because I missed like 3 years worth of magazines. But it was super sad. I actually like the new like design they chose for it. It looks really nice, it looks really cool. They have a little bit of history and a lot of stuff. And for me, this will be the last magazine I will ever get. So I just casually, like, from time to time, usually just go back and I open it and I just remind some good old times. The memories I had with these magazines were a ton, and they actually offered me a lot of stuff, a lot of memories, and a lot of reasons to keep playing games. So again, I just want to say thank you, Club Nintendo, for being there with me for that many years. So I did a little research, and apparently they stopped producing them in 2019.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
And there you have it, just little me reminding me about tons of actually really good memories that kept me on moving like in the world of gaming. Let me tell you something, I wasn't the one like to buy a ton of games, to go to fucking game stores and all that stuff. It was really hard to do it. So those magazines actually helped me a lot to know about a lot about future games, a lot of future stuff to coming up. So let me just say again, thank you to Nintendo for all those memories. And I'm really so sad that I couldn't bring back those wallpapers with me, because they were fucking awesome, let me tell you that. They were incredible. But that was it. Just basically me reminding me of myself, reminding me of good old times. And yeah, just to let you know my story with those magazines. Those were incredible, and there were a ton of memories. But the video is actually getting really long right now. Maybe I could do like a little slideshow to showcase like all the magazines, but I guess that's going to be it, guys. So I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining me in this journey. Thank you so much for being here with me today, reminding me, going back to all those memories. This is a really like emotional video, maybe. I'm not going to cry, don't worry about it. I guess this is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you next time. This is me, gsusfm, and I'm out.